I'm Hannah Bloking.
Hi, I'm Allison Macklick, and this is another episode of Imposter Talks. Welcome, everybody. Hi, Hannah. How are you?
I am feeling so incredibly energized after our week we had.
Yeah, same. So Hannah and I got to do a huge Imposter Syndrome Workshop, what we call Fight Your Imposter, for an incredible organization. We topped out at 228 attendees.
Can't believe it.
Yeah. Engaged the whole time. The chat was on fire. The emojis were on fire. The reactions were on fire. And I walked away feeling just, this is what we're supposed to be doing. I love it so much. It's my favorite. What about you?
If I could do this all day, every day, I 100% would be. And I'm trying to think of my favorite things about this entire experience this week. And I think if I could reflect and look back, I would say, first of all, the leadership team that we worked with to put the workshop together was just on a whole other level. The amount of passion they were bringing to improving their employees' ability to perform in the workplace by creating a really safe environment to talk about imposter syndrome was just really amazing to see. And then the energy that we felt, even though it was a virtual session, we felt the energy and the panel that we had just so open to sharing about their experiences, truly in a way that I think, Allison, like you and I, are starting to really, figure out ways to help people open up in these very big settings with their coworkers.
I love what you always say. Like, if this will be a win if we talk less than y'all do. And this really felt like that. Like, we usually allot, 10, 15 minutes for the celebrity panel. And it's where, they have their 4 people on a panel kind of share their experiences. I was looking at the clock. They talked for over 20 minutes.
That's amazing.
I know. And people were asking questions and they were getting quoted. And that one woman at the end, I almost started crying. Like, when she was sharing her story, I was like, this is why we do this. This is incredible. I loved it. It.
And I think one of the funny things that happened, because nothing ever goes perfectly, we had a technical issue in the beginning of the workshop. And between you and I and the leader that helped put this together, we had another Zoom up and running in 5 seconds and everybody switched over. And I think that we were very calm about it. But of course, we apologized. And I was like, no, you've got this. This is great. We had started this momentum and we were able to just keep it up because the content was just engaging for people. And we were so excited to just feel so welcomed in that setting because we learned something from all of these experiences we're having.
Yeah, 100%. What did someone say? That Zoom is the great equalizer? I really like
yes, that should be the quote. That's the big quote for me as a takeaway.
Yes. So a couple learnings for me this time were check the Zoom attendees, because when people are excited and passionate, they're going to show up, which they just like hundreds of people kept joining, which was so exciting. And then I think we need to start allotting more time because we need that cushion at the end, because people want to share and people want to talk. And then if they have that time blocked on their calendars, they're not going to have to drop right then. So I think moving forward, it's just like, hey, we do this for an hour, but we're seeing high engagement. Let's like book an hour 15 for your teams moving forward. That's another thing I was thinking.
Well, one of my favorite things about the work that we're doing is just opening up the conversation to talk about imposter syndrome. And I'm seeing that happen more and more every time we do this. So for everybody out there that's listening, please let us come and learn your story.
I love that. Let us learn your story. Hannah and I will get so vulnerable. Like, we'll talk about that we get sweaty and we're wearing certain things to feel more confident and that we're nervous right now. And I even told a story how, because sometimes you can feel like an imposter in your professional and personal life. We had literally left our daughter's shoes on the car that morning, and then I had to drive back and find them on the street. And my kid went to school barefoot that day. So that's kind of this vibe that me and you have. And I think people instantly feel comfortable. And this session is different too, because we recorded it. And I was actually a little nervous if people are going to share, and they just kept sharing. And so I was talking to my mentor and she said that when you feel like this, go deeper, go further. Like, this is something that I think me and you have a really big talent for, of letting people feel comfortable, share, and fight their imposter.
That's right. So let us help you.
Let us help you. If you want to bring the Fight Your Imposter workshop to your company, we work with companies all over the world, time zones, teams, all levels. Email us at info@403.io.
Can't wait to see you.
Yeah, you'll hear. We'll get real with you too. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Hannah. Did you have anything where you fought your imposter this week aside from the Zoom? That's when I was really feeling it this week. Anything else?
Honestly, the workshop did it for me this week, and I really needed it.
Yeah, me too. We learn something every time. All right. Well, have a great weekend, and we will be back next week with another episode of Imposter Talks. Thanks,
See you
everyone.
next week.
All right. Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Imposter Talks. Subscribe, like, and review our podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And please follow us on LinkedIn and YouTube at 4under3. And we want to hear your imposter stories. If you're interested in being a guest, please email us at info@4under3.io. Thanks so much.